Good day everyone, my name is Ko Yu-Hui. Today, I'm going to present a paper entitled A Review of the Recent Development of Electrolytes on Improving Cycle Life for Lithium-Ion Batteries and their Application. The world is now facing the dilemma of energy economic and security crisis as a result of the increase in energy demand, the depletion of the non-renewable fossil fuel supply, as well as the uneven distribution of the fossil fuel resources around the world. In order to meet the ever-increasing energy demand, Malaysia requires additional investment for R&D in power sector. Power sector expansion plan emphasizes the need to incorporate renewable energy sources and the other sources with lower carbon dioxide emission, which align with the Paris Climate Agreement. However, as we all know, the sun doesn't always shine, and it is not always windy, and there is a possibility of oversupplying the grid. For these renewables to be used for maximum benefit, the energy produced that isn't needed for the grid at a time is stored in local storage facilities, which are these large batteries. Then, the energy will be released when the grid requires more power. This also means that they are very effective at reducing power outage, since they can also store excess traditional grid energy, and the energy stored can be released when a large power is needed. Example, during a power failure at a data center, to prevent data being lost, or as a backup power supply to a hospital or military application, to ensure vital services aren't disrupted. Talking of which, this battery composition can be used in some smaller sizes to power electrical vehicles, such as Tesla or buses, business delivery fleets. This battery can be further scaled down to power our commercial products, such as phones, tablets, laptops, speakers, and of course our gas detectors. Lithium-ion batteries have been dominating the energy storage market for the past 2 decades due to their high energy density and energy efficiency, lower self-discharge rate, and long cycle life. However, the performance efficiency of lithium-ion battery could not be the same over its whole life due to the battery life degradation. The reasons that cause the cell degradation of lithium-ion battery are long-term usage and chemical and physical factors. All this will strongly affect the device endurance powered by batteries. This is due to the degradation impacts the components of the battery, such as the separator, electrode, and electrolyte. Therefore, prolonging the battery life plays a critical role in designing battery. So this paper aims to discuss the application of lithium-ion battery and electrolyte development. According to the Fortune Business Insight, the global lithium-ion battery market was USD 36.9 billion in 2020. The global market size is expected to be projected to USD 193.13 billion by 2028. The focus of this section is to discuss two of the significant segments of lithium-ion battery application, which is consumer electronic and device, and transportation. The market size for consumer electronic and devices is gradually saturated. Example of electronic device includes smartphones, laptops, tablets, cameras, and smartwatches. Smartphones account for the major portion of the battery market share. According to Statista, the number of smartphone users worldwide is estimated to be 6.57 billion, around 83% of the world's population. Customers expect new generation devices to have longer battery life and a shorter recharge time. This table shows the development of consumer electronic and appliances. The battery performance has dramatically improved from 2010 to 2020. Apple, which is one of the leading brands of smartphone manufacturer, has improved its battery performance from 1560 mAh in the year 2013 to 4352 mAh in the year 2021. Oppo manufacturer has successfully launched a smartphone with a battery capacity of 4880 mAh in 2 series connected lithium-ion battery in 2022. Therefore, further advancement in rechargeable lithium battery, especially for the smartphones, are expected for years to come due to the rapid evolution of smartphones. For laptop, the battery capacity is typically in the range of 50 to 100 watt-hour as shown in the table. Electric vehicles are one of the promising technology for achieving sustainable transport with low carbon emission. Based on the different power supply and propulsion characteristics, electric vehicles are available in different types, providing various mobility features and energy management. This table lists the current commercial battery electric vehicle (BEV) and their individual characteristics. Lithium nickel manganese cobalt oxide (NMC) battery dominates the application of BEV, followed by nickel cobalt aluminum oxide (NCA) battery and lithium iron phosphate (LFP) battery. LFP and LMO cell give higher specific power than the other battery chemistry. The specific power capability is closely related to the acceleration and fast charging ability of the electric vehicle battery. Moreover, LFP cell can deliver longer cycle life than NCA and NCM cell, so the number of charge-discharge cycle is higher, which implies a lower cost as the frequency of battery replacements is low. However, NCA cells have the highest specific energy, followed by NMC, LMO, and LFP cell. Higher specific energy is able to lighten the battery pack for a given energy capacity. This improves the vehicle performance and energy efficiency, allowing a longer and more extended driving range. Moving to the next part, development of lithium-ion battery, we are going to discuss the electrolyte. The electrolyte is one of the main components in lithium-ion battery. The electrolyte that is suitable to be used for room temperature lithium-ion battery can be categorized into 5 groups, which are non-aqueous electrolyte, consisting of a lithium salt solubilized in an organic solvent or solvent mixture. Second, aqueous solution consisting of a lithium salt solubilized in water. Third, ionized liquid consisting of an organic salt topped with a fraction of the lithium salt. Fourth, polymer electrolyte, including gel polymer and solid polymer. And fifth, hybrid electrolyte. In recent years, researchers try to improve the electrolyte and separators for lithium-ion battery, especially for polymer electrolyte with high ionic conductivity and additive, to create a protective solid electrolyte interface (SEI) layer and stabilizing silicons and anodes and NMC cathodes. Effective SEI is essential to improve the cycle life of lithium-ion battery, as these additives are able to smoothen the movement of lithium ions between cathodes and anodes and prevent battery degradation, whereas ionic conductivity defines a battery's ability for ions to move through its electrode structure. In other words, a higher conductivity allows more ions to pass through at a given time and thus improve the capacity at a higher discharge rate. Polymer gel electrolyte is an intermediate state between the liquid electrolyte and solid polymer electrolyte. Generally, GPE comprises polymer matrices, liquid solvents such as a plasticizer, and lithium salt, and additives such as inorganic fillers. Wang, in study, has reported that the 3D crosslink polymer electrolyte of polyacrylonitrile porous nanocomposites was wrapped on the PAN nanofiber envelope. The 3D crosslink polymer electrolyte was formed by TAMP, TMA, HDDA, LiTFSI, and PEG mix, also called as PPL. The PPL shows high ionic conductivity, high electrochemical window, and achieve extended cycle capability. PPL with 6.7% electrolyte based on GPE with a 3D PAN nanofiber network demonstrated high-performance metal lithium-ion battery with an ionic conductivity of 0.32 millisiemens per centimeter at room temperature. The lithium metal electrode was pre-treated with fluoroethylene carbonate with lithium iron phosphate cathode and demonstrated 157.1 mAh per gram initial discharge capacity with 92.3 capacity retention after 100 cycles at 0.2 milliampere per centimeter square. The introduction of nanocomposite in the polymer electrolyte can reduce the resistance at the electrode interface by narrowing the contact area of the liquid phase with the electrode surface. Nanocomposites such as silica, titanium, alumina, zinc oxide, and zirconia can improve the battery performance. The improvement pertains to the elemental composition effect promoted by the sorption processes on the surface of the nanoparticle. Lee conducted a study by introducing Al2O3 into the PAN matrix via an electrospinning strategy. The lithium-ion battery using high-voltage cathode and lithium metal anode demonstrates a high capacity of 184 mAh per gram and stable cycle life. The ionic conductivity, which is 5.2 millisiemens per centimeter, is the highest when compared with TiO2 and BaTiO2 nanocomposite and without nanocomposite. Among all the nanocomposites, PAN Al2O3 shows the highest capacity retention with 85% after 100 cycles. As a conclusion, this review paper covers the recent development of electrolyte from research work published in these 5 years. Most of the cited reports will focus on increasing cycle life to achieve a longer usage time. In the future, efforts should be directed to the second life battery to ensure maximum capacity use and prolong battery cycle life before reaching the recycling plant. Lastly, the significant improvement of electrolyte in electrochemical performance enable the electrolyte to be used in viable next-generation high-energy lithium-ion batteries. Thank you for listening.